What's the best hamburger in the $10 range?
So we going fast food or like local fast food or like that's the question.
Wait,
The
Bruh, as
bold
long as
question.
it's in the
food
$10
and
range.
low fast food? What?
No, but I mean like it could be a small like a place that doesn't have many restaurants or it's a chain. So the best for the $10 range is clearly Culver's in the Midwest. Period. Point blank. Right. If you know, Culver's is the best $10 burger, $10 cheeseburger, followed by In and Out. Right. As the resident fat ass here, Heero, you be working out too much to really know. Right. I know a good burger. Right. When I can tell you here and Icon doesn't go outside, so he wouldn't know a good burger if it slapped him in the face. So it's Culver's. That butter burger be hitting, bro. And for literally $11, so slightly above the 10, you can get two patties and bacon, right? With either your choice of cheddar, Swiss, or provolone, right? And I usually get the cheese curds on the side because, again, like your boy said, I was a fat ass. No more being a fat ass in 2025. Y'all got to hold me to that. No more being a fat ass in 2025.
Yeah, it's a good tribute. You know what, Shake? I'll even let you join up on my little Apple Watch challenge to calorie count. I'd gladly beat that ass. No Diddy.
Pause.
Throughout the whole
Hey, yo.
workout state. Yeah, Shake has this all wrong. And there's something funny about watching a butter bun go slide across Icon's buttered bun. No Diddy again. Wow, that's crazy.
Whoa.
I think we need an adult help. Safe Shake. Safe Icon.
Let's get a little water here.
This answer is very simple. This answer is very simple. You have to, for $10, you could make 10 of the greatest quality burgers this side of the Mississippi by going straight over to your meat market and ordering all out fine. I mean, if we're talking per pound, for $100 of ground beef from the butcher himself, with a $10 patty, you could go absolutely crazy. And it could be stuffed with any type of cheese you want. It could be a burger patty that has bacon in it, jalapenos in it, whatever your heart desires. Dry sun bell peppers and tomatoes all in one. But if we really want to get down to the gritty of it, make it at home. Do yourself a favor. It's simple. You can make that burger for $10 at the crib. You don't have to see nobody. Don't worry about nobody.
Did this man just say spend $100 on ground beef to make your $10 hamburger?
I mean, you still got $90 of ground beef. You don't got to throw it away. You could make 10 more burgers, but
Facts,
the butcher's gonna have the best meat.
Yeah.
No real fat ass is wasting the time to get $100 worth of meat to make a $10 burger, right? As the resident fat ass of the three of us, we're not doing that, right? Even as someone who's a chef, not doing that, dog. I'm not wasting my time to do all that. For just me, fuck that, right? When I could just drive to Culver's, right, and just get me a burger, right?
I haven't
That's
had
what
fast
it is.
food in 23
That's
years.
because you were a professional athlete. You can't be eating that. I'm not, right? Right? You know what's that old NCAA slogan? Not everybody goes pro. Right?
We weren't eating 10,000 calories a day and still hungry. That was.
Hey,
I wasn't going JUCO,
it's
bro.
not my fault that I had a key to the cafeteria, so I didn't have to. Like, I knew all the security passcodes and everything to get past it.
And as Shake has said many times, I had two parents in my household, so I definitely wasn't going pro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You lucky you went D1. That's
no, I went D none.
Well done, Icon. Way to get your first point out of me.
That was good.
All right. What we got next? Oh, here's a good one. Champ and Chump. Who is your champ and chump of 2024? Let's go. Heero, you want to start with this one?
Let Heero go first.
I have to say, for my champ, actually, I'm going to start with my chump first. My chump has to be the U.S. justice system, which had an absolute failure across the map, from all the way dating back to the teacher that got off with literally abusing said kids, the nurse that did it in a PQ. We had Trump get off with atrocious charges, the whole YG situation, and fast forwarding to our current predicament with Luigi, our Lord and Savior, who is being redballed and horribly treated in this criminal justice system. Meanwhile, we have our first felon president that will be inaugurated on the 20th, and we have no mirror. Like, when the director of Black Mirror said the reason why we didn't get another season is because he doesn't know how to make this shit up anymore, that was just a sign of the times to come. So the biggest chump this side of the Mississippi, this in the whole entire world, has to be the U.S. justice system. A complete, utter, unmitigated disaster.
Okay.
Bruh.
That was a good one. That was a good one. So I like therapies and put it in there. She put Trump doing Trudeau. I would disagree with therapy in that Trump is a champ of Canada. Because if you notice, all around the world, political dynasties are just dropping out. They're saying, yo, this shit is chalk, bro. Familial political dynasties are just saying, we're not doing this no more, right? And the people who are rushing in to fill the gaps are the most scumbaggy people who have ever been there. Gone are the days I'm wishing for old school bureaucracy. But my real chump, right, is every single one of y'all. I told you what this was going to happen. I told you at the election. I told you after. Every single one of y'all didn't believe me. Y'all thought my gimmick was a joke, and I was right. Right? Yag, I love you, but you got to hold it. Heero, that's why he's putting his hand in his face, because he got to hold it. Right? Y'all were all wrong. Right? Y'all were too smart for your own good and realizing, no, this country is dumb as shit. Right? 80% of this country is dumber than hell, right? Like, so y'all got to hold that. The champ, that hairdresser, right? She is going to make up like a bandit, right? Because, yes, she was smart enough to not take the 1.5 million.
I think you need to explain who this is.
So, in case anybody doesn't know, everybody knows what ESPN is. Fox Sports is a rival. There is a male talent who's been there for a while, who has just been named in a lawsuit of supposedly offering his hairstylist, his hairdresser, $1.5 million to sleep with her, right? So a sexual misconduct violation. And this woman then name dropped a whole bunch of other people in Fox News and Fox Sports. So because she was like, so that is the champ, right? The champ is this woman for being smart enough to not take the 1.5 million so that she could then, right, probably make about 40 to 50 million in a sexual harassment lawsuit and end this man's career completely. Like his career is over, and she will never have to work a day in her life. Her kids will never have to work a day in her life. Her kids will probably never have to day of her life. So no, she is the champ, right, for realizing that whether it was her morals or not, 1.5 million, which is a tempting offer to be offered. You know what I mean? You know, for a one-time deal, 1.5 million. She realized there's way more money in the lawsuit than short-term gain.
If I had to say my champ, who my champ was, I'd have to dedicate this to a plethora of people, but all the quality pumps I gave out last year. I mean, truly a thing to be witnessed and relished. And as I sit here, if you guys only knew how this wood was cutting through this table, God, quality times out there for quality pumps. We love it dearly. God bless them all. God bless them all.
So he could drop his
And if you
merch,
haven't done it yet, please check out Coding with Stranger merch. The link is in the chat right now where you can get your Quality Pumps t-shirt.
And that's the only reason why it's okay that he can make this joke, because the man is making his money off of it. You know what I mean? So we can't actually hate on a brother having a business. Wouldn't that make us crabs in a barrel icon? And we gotta be the different Negroes, right?
Gotta be different.
You know, my champ is going to go to whoever is the boyfriend or husband of that stylist. Because if someone's willing to pay 1.5 for it, that means she got that Sunshine Harlem Nights, tell your mama I ain't coming home no more shit. 1.5?
And then turned him down to realize there's 40 million coming down the pipeline, right? At least 40 million. So yeah, it's just a little emotional distress, but 40 million is gonna make it feel better.
He's getting the 1.5 poom poom every night, and now he about to get the $40 million check to go with it. That is my champ. That is definitely my champ.
Upgraded. 2020 facts, bro. You know what I mean? And no, you're right, yeah. Women stay winning because Joy Taylor and that whole thing, she got a whole show about it, about her doing her thing. I don't like she was apparently, yeah, she allegedly may have ruined her marriage. I mean, that's between her and her husband. She got her own show on TV because she was doing her thing and said,
"You can find another husband." She's on
exactly.
TV.
You know, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Shoot, that peanut butter skin, I wouldn't care at all.
Hey, you want to know what? You want to know what my NFL coaches told me one time? I was like, "Oh man, I'm kind of sick. I'm feeling homesick." He said, "Oh, Heero, what's wrong? Yeah, you miss your little girlfriend. Look in the stands. There's 200,000 new girlfriends out there for you." And it's never been a truer statement. So, like, yeah, hey.
The NBA calls them the work. That's what they call them, the work. The girls on the lower bowl are called the work. They don't even get a name. They're work. So, like, if you're an athlete, you know, right? So, like, she used her assets to the best of her, and she rose the corporate ladder. Other people used their mind. She used her God-given talents, as well as her head, right? To get her own show.
Well done, Shake. Well done.
Thank you. Right, we can get off the next topic.
Well done.
All right. What's up next? Dear baby Jesus. So a Swiss church has installed AI-powered Jesus.
A new art exhibit is making headlines across the globe after a church put an artificial intelligence version of Jesus Christ in a confessional. The installation, titled Deus in Machina, is on exhibit at St. Peter's Chapel in Lucerne, Switzerland. People can interact with a hologram version of Jesus and receive spiritual advice and encouragement. And joining us now to talk more about this is Christoph Wimmer, the EWTN News editor for Europe and Asia. Christoph, always good to be with you, my friend. This story is really making a lot of headlines across the world. Many reporting that AI Jesus is hearing confessions, but the technology is not actually involved in the sacrament of penance, is it?
That's right, Tracy.
Okay, so we have AI baby Jesus. My question to our host is, do we care?
Yes.
A little bit.
Very much so. Here, you mind if I take this first? On two reasons, right? If anybody's been to confessional, right, it's supposed to be you and the priest, right? You're supposed to be telling your terrible things to the priest, even though he's a terrible person, and he's supposed to be absolved. Why would I want a recording of the god-awful things I do, right, set into a machine, set into, like, the internet, so that somebody could just, like, find out, hey, what is church, diocese, whatever I'm at, and then, I'm just like, hey, Father, I was out last night, with some hookers, some blow and stuff like that. And I ran somebody over, right? And thinking I'm cool. And now I'm being arrested because someone hacked the system and, let everything out, right? And why I thought Jesus people don't like science. So why are we now putting science and Jesus together, right? There's movies about this, books. It's called like 40K, Warhammer 40K, right? Like there's whole stories that this doesn't go well when you start combining both science and Jesus. And, for a little nerd talk for y'all.
It's one of those weirder things that I have to understand, because they didn't even get AI Jesus right. Why is AI Jesus white? What's going on over here right now? Huh? Why is AI Jesus white? If you put the whole Bible into the AI system and told it to draw a picture of Jesus, and the version of Jesus you got was a white,
it's still white.
Yo, that's proof that AI is not working, and that's all the proof you need that this AI Jesus ain't gonna work for you. Bring back Black Jesus. That's all I'm saying. 2025, we're not playing this game no more. Bring back Black baby Jesus.
To me, it's even a little bit more racist. Wouldn't AI Jesus be zeros and ones?
Oh my God.
Right? Like not even white or black. So
it's just the travesty of the whole situation, right? Like you just know he's not gonna keep it real with you. He's not gonna tell the story the whole way. He tells the story a little different. It wasn't Adam and Eve. It was Shaniqua and Daquan. It's like it's just not enough. It's not enough. I need more.
Yo, hold up. AI Jesus got unplugged for our sins. I'm sorry. You can call this filibuster, but that was the joke that has popped in my head. I'm sorry. We can go to the next topic. We can go.
Hold on.
Hey, Shake. You got rebooted in 3 days.
Hold on. So Marco Schmid, the theologist with the church, says it's really an experiment. We wanted to see and understand how people would react to an AI Jesus. Would they talk to him? What would they talk about? Would there be interest in talking to him? We're probably the pioneers in this. Well, if you're the first people to do it, you're absolutely the pioneers in this.
Dog, I don't talk to real Jesus, white Jesus, black Jesus. You think I'm gonna talk to computer Jesus? You think I'm gonna listen to a computer telling me what to do?
This version of Jesus came up and popped his hat backwards and flipped the chair around and said, "Say, what's up, guys? You want to talk about religion? Hell no. Get your goof ass out of here. Control Alt Delete.
You Pastor Jesus." Oh God.
Oh, I have the worst joke for this ever, and I'm not going to say this shit.
They couldn't put this shit in the hood, right? They couldn't put that shit in the hood. Well, now I'm wondering what your joke is. You can't say I had the worst joke ever.
Oh, it was the worst joke. Oh, well, at least AI Jesus ain't going to touch you.
Oh.
So it was TOS. Next topic.
So it definitely wasn't.
Just too far.
Okay.
I saw the
I thought you knew where the line was.
Yeah, but I exactly, like, you saw the line, and then you could have just stepped on it. But no, you scraped your.
I would be comfortable sending my child to that church. But anywho,
what, so they get virtually molested? We already here. We're already in the mud now. So we might as well continue with it. You already brought us here.
We're talking about AI Jesus. All you got to do is snap, and then both y'all screens gonna turn off. So y'all better be tread lightly.
It's true.
Yag is trying to save us. It's like, y'all had 27 viewers before that topic.
Well, delay like that. Oh, this is a good show. We're not even done.
Okay.
Oh, this is a way to start off the new year. This is a good way to start the new year.
Oh, we're really going to start off now. Because the racist in me had to put this joke in here, or this topic. If Superman was black, what would be his kryptonite?
White women and Latinas.
That's my kryptonite.
Exactly why I put that there.
Every time I got some man of steel, that's the only thing that takes you down.
It's like, damn, every single time. Yeah, black woman would be my yellow sun, sir.
I'll go for it.
I said, like, black woman would be like the yellow sunlight, but real, like, that green kryptonite is definitely white women and Latinas. But you were saying, go ahead.
Oh, therapy says she didn't hear that. So,
this is a joke. Sorry, go ahead.
The honest to God truth in this would be other like hoteps. That would be his real kryptonite. It would be motherfuckers that just didn't want to believe he was him. It'd be haterade. It's the kryptonite of every real black person, which is just crabs in a bucket, some haterade stuff. It's he ain't really a man of steel, y'all. He really just be dodging bullets, and then he really ain't even that fast, dog. I got a brother who.
Yeah, I be knowing him back in the day, bro. I used to beat him in the
back
race.
in the day, I used to bully him. I gave him his nickname. Superman. I gave him that name. He's not that cool. He's a lame. He's a lame. He talks to Louis Lane. Like, if they would make a rap bar about him, and it'd be over.
Okay,
and he'd
so
be like, nah, he wouldn't be saving nobody.
So let me follow up. Superman gets his strength from the red sun. How would Black Superman get his strength?
Yellow. Hennessy.
It's yellow sun.
Hennessy.
As you wear Superman.
Smith said Hennessy.
Hennessy and Newport cigarettes. Hennessy and Newport cigarettes.
Extremely long white tees. Gold teeth and jewelry.
But Heero, so go off your kryptonite, right? It would definitely be haterade, right? Because here's the thing. Black Superman would then stop. And in the same haters were like, see, now he don't want to help us no more. Right? Before he was too good for us. Now he just moved out the hood. And now he's not helping the black.
You want to know something? And I'm going to keep it real. I always said this, and people think I'm wrong. But white Superman is racist as shit. We all agree. I've never seen him stop a murder in the hood. I mean, he'll go to Gotham City before he comes to O Block. Like, why come we never seen Superman in the hood? That's a scene I would have loved to see. And he could stop the violence.
I'm gonna explain why. Because like, if Metropolis is LA, they only show the part of LA that LA shows you, as opposed to the other part of LA. So Superman is only in like Los Angeles downtown and like Chino Hills. He ain't in South Central. He not in Compton. You know what I mean? Like the Batman, it's all just terrible. There's not one good part of Gotham. You know what I mean? Even Miles Morales ain't in the hood of New York, right? Peter Parker's in more hood than him. He up in Queens, right? They got Luke Cage up in Harlem, but he in Spanish Harlem, so he in gentrified Harlem at this point, so it's not even that bad, right? The Bronx, you know how bad the Bronx is? The Bronx doesn't have a superhero. Canonically, the Bronx does not have a superhero.
Wait, no, Captain America's from the Bronx.
No, but he doesn't control the Bronx. He's from the Bronx, but he doesn't patrol the Bronx. Canonically, the Bronx is so bad that even the Bronx couldn't get a superhero.
Yeah, and Hell's Kitchen is right outside the Bronx. You're right.
And they got Daredevil, who actually stays there. But he blind, so he don't see shit.
You say, well, that sounds a little ableist, bro. Watch yourself. You treading like
careful. You're allowed to talk about black people on this channel, but
as soon as you talk about
you know what I mean? We're the Daily Mail over here. You can talk about black people all day long, but anybody else, you get the boot.
That's what happened to old girl, right, Owens?
Yes. Thank you for explaining the joke. Heero got the joke when I dropped it. Next topic.
See, there we go. Well, I deal with y'all. All right, we have a new topic type. It is called Cops and Robbers. I will introduce two scenarios to our host, one dealing with a cop, one dealing with a so-called criminal, and they will tell us which situation is worse. So let's go to our first scenario. Bribing a cop with the WAP. Let's check out the video.
San Diego police officer is out of a job after accidentally locking himself in the back of his patrol cruiser with a woman who'd offer to have sex with him.
It's quite the story, and newly released videos revealing details about how it all unfolded.
Don't say that right now.
All right, so a little bit of how this went down. What you just heard was that woman making a very explicit offer there. Happened as the officer was transporting her to jail for a car theft arrest last year. Investigations revealed that after she made the offer, the officer switched off his body camera, turned down a dark road, and the cruiser came to a stop. About 20 minutes later, the officer radioed for help, saying he was locked in the back seat of his patrol cruiser.
Y'all want to comment on this, or y'all want to go to the next video?
I mean,
I think we should comment on it.
I want to do some quality pump math real quick, because he was in the back for 20 minutes. The vehicle stopped for 20 minutes, and then he only radioed. But you know he only got about 5 minutes of quality pumps in because the 15 remaining minutes was trying to figure out how to get out of his cop car without breaking that window. And he must have tried everything. And just imagine imagine trying to have the authority of having a woman you just banged, more than likely with the handcuffs on, and trying to get her input simultaneously as you sit there knowing damn well you are literally, for all intents and purposes, fucked without a purpose in the backseat of your own cop car because you have to call for help. And I know they're really good at lying their way out of this, but the levels of hoops and jumps and stories that you could, there's just no way out of this. So negative -1 for the low quality pumps because there's a fence there. So I'm a big dude. I've been in the backseat of a few cop cars. It's hard to fit in there. So the quality pumps were not quality, and 15 minutes trying to get out of your own trap of your own design. Chef's kiss. Go to hell.
Okay, if you have not done so, please pick up your Quality Pumps t-shirt. The link is in the chat for the Coding with Strangers merch store. Please hit that link and get your Quality Pumps t-shirt.
My apologies, Icon. I stepped over the live read. You're right. I had to make room for the live read. But yeah, them back seats is plastic. Ain't no way he was delivering decent pumps, right, in the back seat of that cop car. Secondly, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more, right? And this is San Diego, right? Like, it's nice weather. You couldn't just like hit this outside. She's cuffed. She ain't going nowhere. If you was gonna do it anyway. Right? Like, it's not easy to run.
Yo, so in retrospect, do you hear the sound of defeat in his voice when he says, "Don't say that to me. I'm weak."
Yeah.
Like, he had no willpower to fight this woman off. It had zero power to fight. Don't say that now. I'm weak. Like, he had no power to say.
Bro was drained, bro.
Yeah.
Bro was drained. He knew it. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, why did he close his door? Rookie mistakes, brother. Rookie mistakes. Like, has he never?
You want to know something? I'm tired of this. Guys, stop being afraid about having your cheeks out to the air. There's too many guys I've walked in on, and I'm watching them give great quality pumps, and he got draws on, and he got his little wood out the little peek hole for the pee hole. Take your drawers off like a grown man and let your balls fling back and forth and hit the place where you're
like the
sewn
good
up
Lord's
and
supposed
stitched together. Okay, it's okay. You need some air down there.
Honestly, it's San Diego, so I know it's warm. You was gonna close the door and clap cheeks in the back of a car, bro? I've done that in Jersey in the summer, and it's hot as hell. Ain't no way. That's a real rookie mistake. That was his first time doing something like that. He's never clapped cheeks in a car, period, point blank.
Never.
Right? Because he should know not to do. And the back seat is one of you got to be a small person, or you have a really big car, because like, you got to put the front seat all the way down, right? Especially you get the old school with the manual, where the seat can go all the recline. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? You put both front seats down, and now you got a little bed joint. He's a rookie, bro. In the back seat, then he's a rookie. So get this man out of here. What we need a pause button for? I'm just putting y'all on game.
Yes, I appreciate with the great information. There we go. All right, so let's move on to our robber. Let's see what our robbers did. Drunken Master. Let's play the video. Actually, there is no video because this idiot decided it was a good idea to break into a wine shop, get drunk, and pass out.
I had a bad day, bro. You know what I mean? I was doing one of these numbers over the weekend, right? I mean, and like, I went to pay, and like, I just cracked open my bottle, and you know, I felt like I stopped doing this, and just went like this. So I had a bad day.
You know.
Yes, I'm joking about alcoholism.
I feel like you gotta let this guy go. I mean, he did the most. Okay, he broke into a wine cellar, but he could have got behind a wheel and drove and then killed himself or somebody, a mass group of people. He could, you know, there are so many other worse decisions. He made one bad decision and it stopped there. He made one bad decision and it stopped there. And it almost seemed like he contained the mess to himself. But like Could you imagine how comfortable you are in the middle of your sin to be like, nah, even if I get caught, I'm okay here. I'm safe here. Kudos to him. Kudos to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You're right.
let's look at this
So you would
this image one more time, because damn.
I was comfortable, bro. I was cozy. I don't know what the problem is, dog. I told you. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a bad day. You know what I mean? Sometimes it was supposed to be one glass and it turns into 3 bottles. It happens. Like, so.
Okay.
I think the topic was we're supposed to say which is worse. So I
Yes,
think clearly what is worse is the cop, technically, because he's just rookie mistakes, right? Like, if you're going to clap cheeks in your car, you got to know the logistics of your car. Secondly, you got to know you're on camera, and you can't have your backseat in the cop car closed. So, like, that's just what makes him a worse criminal, right? Because, like, you're not even doing crime right. My other dude just passed out. He wasn't even trying to pass out. He just got too drunk and passed out. Like, it happens.
Yeah. I know it's easy to say the cops' words, but I'm here to say, who's the better person? The drunk guy with
Better
no
question.
shoes on.
I like that. You get all for that.
You're right.
So the person breaking into the store is the better person. There we go.
Yeah. Who's the better
100%.
person?
It's going to cost the public a lot less money.
This is true.
Because, like, so yeah, way better person.
All right, let's move on ahead. Wow, better person. Okay. True or false? You guys know what this is. We read a headline without reading the article, and the host gives it. Wow, shut up, Shake. The host gives their opinion on this, if it's true or false.
The best part about it is I'm so in his head pause. I didn't even hear him make the mistake, but he's so shook. He's correcting himself on his own. But continue.
Emotional damage.
You were saying? Go ahead, read.
Okay, true or false? Texas governor buys billboards warning migrants they will be graped if they illegally cross the border.
This is a person who put barbed wire, razor wire at a boy, and when people started dying and the federal government said, hey, you got to stop that because you're killing people, he said no and sued, and then sent the state's troopers to fight against federal troopers, and they had a standoff while people are drowning. This is the dude who literally said, no, we don't need to have a law that enforces public buildings to have accessibility ramps, and then got stuck on stage because there wasn't an accessibility ramp, and still said, per his stance, I wish I could stand on something more. I'd stand on this law still. This is the person that watched 234 people die in his state and said it was the fault of wind turbines. So if you told me he put up a billboard after shipping those same people that got into the state to random states after lying to them, I wouldn't believe. It's not hard to believe. This dude's an animal.
So he 100% did this. Greg Abbott definitely did this, and it's based off a report that yes, and we know that there's definitely more grapes that happen, but there's been allegedly, right, only 200 grapes reported over 2 decades. Secondly, it's a little late to put these billboards in America. They're already here, right? So, like, you're saying if it's going to happen, the likely reality is they've already happened on their way across the border and X, Y, and Z, right? You're a little late now. This is more just a show for his base to make it seem like he's trying to push them out, right? Because this is the same man who said he's going to donate basically a 1,500-acre ranch to basically build a mass deportation center on it. It's all for politics. Greg Abbott, he's not very bright.
60% of those accusations come from officers. The sexual assaults are happening at the behest of their captors. So it's like there's literally officers in jail right now for committing said crimes he's putting on billboards. It's madness.
And again,
Okay.
just to remind everybody, these officers are meeting after they've crossed the border. So they'd be reading these signs in English after they've crossed the border. A group, again, people who probably don't speak English are getting to these signs to tell them, like, hey, don't come here so this doesn't happen after you've already crossed the border. So, yeah.
The funny part is that they're broken up. So if you're a random person just driving down the highway and you're going home after a long day and it's like, oh man, I can't wait to get home. And you see a sign, don't go, you'll be, oh, wait, what? What the hell did that sign say?
I'm not going home.
Don't go home.
All right, so the sign is actually in Spanish, and when translated to English, it's how much did you pay to have your daughter raped? And Greg Abbott is spending approximately $100,000 on this bid to deter migrants from crossing the border. And yes, he is running for re-election. He says they give potentially legal immigrants thinking about leaving their home country and those already on the way a realistic picture of what will happen to them on their journey if they illegally cross into Texas. So he's trying to say this happens on your journey, not when you get here. But the signs are when you get here.
You're already here. And again, well,
that means
hold on. Hear me out. Remember, Trump's America. Your body, my choice. So he's letting them know, right? This is what you're getting. So maybe this is think about it. We're thinking old mentality. This is a new era. Your body, my choice. So he's letting them know. You sure you want to come? Mexico might be better. Costa Rica might be better. You know what I mean? So they got a woman president in Mexico.
This is horrible, but unfortunately it's true.
Yag has a bad joke.
And I'm waiting for him to type it. I'm sorry, they.
Come on, Yag. Come on, Yag. Tease with a bad joke and not give a bad joke. Well, no, okay. Is it a TOS bad joke? Or is it just a bad joke, like, haha, not funny bad joke?
Oh,
I don't know.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded.
Easy.
That's cold-blooded.
I think...
Hot Wheels. Gotta go fast.
Okay, true or false? Trump voters are furious at Biden for not explaining better that Trump's plan only benefits those making over $360,000 a year and will raise the taxes on everyone else. True or false?
That sounds like it could be true.
It
probably
like it
is
true, but it's probably it's like you read it on Twitter.
Yeah, right. Like, because they have been mad about some of the dumbest things, so they're now just realizing it. But I really don't think this can't be true, right? Then again, even I get surprised by how dumb that they could be. Even when I think they can't dig any dumber, right? Any deeper to the dumb well, they say, no, Brandon, no shake, right? We can dig deeper. So I'm going to go, this is fully true. This is not even like clickbait, like liberal clickbait. This is like dead ass. They probably said this on TikTok.
Yeah, someone has said that. Someone has said this out loud and believes it. Like double click on Shrimp Jesus type. I believe it's true, and it's this is coming from the same group of people who couldn't afford groceries 4 years ago, still being upset that they can't afford the same groceries. So like, man, I almost wish I wish this was satire. But that word is going to be lost in our lexicon for millennia when this is all said and done.
Yeah, because like, how would you create satire of this world? How would you create? Would you just would the satire make it would be a peaceful world, right? You would just be nostalgia of what it used to be, like because we've gotten to a point where it's like everything satirical has happened. But you were saying also, Icon, that's how you do a bad joke that walks the line of TOS without crossing the line. Thank you, Yag, for showing Icon how
Well,
to make
technically, he wasn't crossing any lines.
Ooh, or walking any lines. Oof.
All right, so this is false, but it does remind me of that person that Crip gave the house to. There was this guy we used to play video games with, and throughout time we realized how incredibly racist he was, and we started playing video games with him. And he was very upset with Nancy Pelosi. And we said, well, what did she do? Well, they're passing these bills that are going to do A, B, C, and D. And Shay pointed out, that's a Republican bill. And he said, yeah, but Pelosi didn't stop him. I'm like, but you voted for this bill. Yeah, but I thought Pelosi would stop it. She's horrible. Which is so damn amazing to me.
This is the same person that said to another black person, not me or you, not me, the Icon, right? Yo, you better, because he lived in South Carolina. This other black person lived in North Carolina, right? And this was right during the George Floyd and Kyle Rittenhouse situation that was going on, right? So he was like, yo, if there's a race war breaking out, don't you start coming down here because, you know, you will get clapped. So he warned them, right? If there's a race war, just in case. You know what I mean? I got enough respect for you to know to warn you up front, but we not that cool, dog.
Look, how bad is your KD that your racism is the reason why they stopped playing with you? Because I know a bunch of people, racist people on Call of Duty, who have no problem finding partners to play doubles with. So he must not have been a good Call of Duty. He must not have had a great KD. He must not have been very good.
Oh no, this dude was horrible. All right, let's move forward. We have another new topic type. It's called What Did They Do? And for this, I am going to show an image, and our host will try to guess what these people did. So let's go to our first one, which is Richard Northrup. And let's show the picture. You had enough time to bring this in?
Catch a Predator. That guy looks like he's definitely caught on To Catch a Predator, right? Like, y'all use your imagination from there. Look at that photo. Definitely.
Those predator type dudes, they're very much shamed when they're caught. None of them are happy that they got caught. It's like a dog, when you force a dog to clean up a mess, like a chewed up thing that he did, they're very ashamed of themselves because they know in prison they're probably going to be turned into a porcupine. The one part about being a tech show is that I almost covered this story when this happened. I won't bury the lead, but I would have to say if that look was the look of anything, it had to have been the look of a dude who successfully won in divorce court, got everything, and then got caught in the back seat of a vehicle banging one person that he had in handcuffs and lost everything after winning the divorce court. So that was him before, right after court. He got the kid, he got the house, everything was good. Then he went to work and lost it all.
That's a good one. That's good.
All right. So
what did he actually do?
Okay, Richard is a computer scientist who murdered his ex-wife by hacking into her Tesla and driving it off a cliff.
Wait, so Heero was right. Technically, that's a man who got divorced.
Yeah.
Right? No, yeah. So you were dead serious, right? That's a very happy man. That's a man who, I see why you said, no, that man is way too happy after that mugshot. But continue.
The thing that's kind of crazy about this story is he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't just for how great those cameras are on those cars. Like if he could have found a way to get around the camera system, he would have gotten away with it because he was able to wipe the drive of it. But the interior camera has a black box feature that uploads to a server, which is why Tesla had received that lawsuit. It's because of this man that people were able to sue Tesla for collecting unwarranted data.
Oh, want to hear something funny about well, not funny about these self-driving vehicles with this story. So in case y'all didn't know, if you get in an accident with a self-driving vehicle, especially a Tesla, they just passed legislation that they don't need to send the data anymore because there's been too many accidents for these self-driving cars. So they're just like, well, that's too much data, that's showing negative. So they don't need to present the data anymore to anybody. So
I wonder how that legislation got passed. Okay,
you bought
so
it.
data suggested that the Tesla was taken over remotely. According to the onboard computer, 30 seconds before the crash, her car locked its doors and engaged in self-driving mode without her consent. She was heading southbound on PCH Highway, blah, 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 veered right and plunged off a cliff and 50 feet below to a rocky shoreline.
So
I thought he was going to say
I have a question.
She swung white.
That is great. I have a question. Were they already divorced, or was he in the process of getting divorced?
No, they were divorced. She's an ex.
So
I believe
okay, this is why I'm asking. I know you're saying. The reason why, go ahead.
The divorce was less than amicable due to his adultery and controlling nature. So he was cheating.
Yeah.
No, nothing to do with that, right? I'm looking at if he has the ability to hack a Tesla, right? And he's living in California, he was making a pretty penny as an engineer, right? He was probably making well close to $300K a year, right? With stock options, depending on what tech.
Oh yeah, he was paid.
Am I not right? He was
computer
paid,
science
right?
with a doctorate out of MIT. Yeah.
Now makes sense why he had it. He was looking at how much he was giving out in spousal payments, right? She got the house, and he's like, nah, this is not happening, right? And instead of just not paying her, he's like, well, I'm just going to end you, right? And he was like, I nearly got away with it. If it wasn't for you meddling kids. That damn dog.
And
like literally, he's literally a supervillain. He is literally a supervillain for that.
And if he is convicted, he will spend the rest of his life in jail. All right, let's move to our next one. Oh, Lord.
No parole?
Trishelle Simmons and James Douglas out of Houston, Texas. And let's bring up their image. Let me know when y'all have had enough of this image.
Hey, look.
Pause.
It's AI even, AI Adam.
Oh, my God. So, what did they do?
He looks like he's doing some sort of fraud, right? Insurance fraud, medical fraud, right? And his playbook is to just look crazy, right? She's definitely in on the fraud. They look like fraudsters, right? They don't look like violent criminals. He's pretending to look that violent. They look like fraudsters, right? That's what they look like. I've seen that deadness in people's eyes.
It strikes me of like they're the type of people that are like try and stop in front of traffic and have their back lights turned off so you can hit them, and they'll be like,
brake checking you.
Yeah, pay me my money. I don't want to call the police. Pay me my money. It's like one of those type scams. But it also is one of those situations where like, they go to a diner, they have a place to eat. She starts like, hey, this guy was looking at my tits, because that's what I was doing the whole time the picture was up. And then he says, what you doing to my woman? And then he tries to get an aggressive reaction, and then he gets hit, and then he feigns like he has like some Bell's palsy and like he starts convulsing. And then obviously the bar doesn't want any trouble. They just want them to leave, dine and ditch. It's an elaborate scheme, but the meal was good. You got a $10 burger.
All right.
Nice callback, sir. Great callback on that.
That was pretty dope. You get a vote for that. There you go. Nice little vote right there. All right, so let's check out what they actually did. Couple conspires to feed man his own severed finger to set up a lawsuit against the woman's workplace. So this lady worked at a diner, and the plan was to order chicken fingers, and she convinced him to cut off his finger to put it with the chicken fingers. She would then take a bite out of it as if she didn't know the finger was there, and then sue the restaurant. Y'all should see the look on y'all faces.
Like,
I told you it was fraud.
It was fraud, but I also did call the diner.
Like,
Something that amazes me is that, like, people, you can tell that people don't have very many experiences with life, because if I told anybody, hey, I need you to cut off your finger so I can put this in the meal, at no point would I ever be like, by the way, you're going to be bleeding for upwards of an hour while a major, like, you have two major veins that go through your vein and artery that goes through your fingers and in the palm of your hand. And there's a high likelihood, based on how distal that cut is, you might bleed out because that is a significant hole in your body now. And like, you could just tell they've never had an experience where, like, you just fell off a ladder. Maybe you woke up and stepped on it. Like, have you ever just stubbed your toe so hard and thought your toe was literally ripped off? Like, people don't know what pain feels like. And please tell me, like, did he actually cut his finger off?
The plan was for James to purchase the chicken finger combo and mix in the chicken with an actual human finger. James will subsequently take a bite of the finger and sue the restaurant. Trishelle convinced James that it would be best if they used one of his fingers, as they didn't want anyone complaining about a missing finger. Trishelle removed his pinky finger with a swift strike of an axe. James put the finger in a baggie and stored it in the refrigerator for Trishelle to take to work the next day.
Oh, they did this shit at home.
Right there in the backyard. You know what's crazy? What happened to a good old fashioned slip and fall? Right?
You did.
Like, if you're trying to make a little money, what happened you just throw a little water right, a little couple of pieces of ice right in front of the soda machine, and you just slip. You make your little 10, 15K, and you keep it moving. You do it at the next place. You do it at the next place until they start catching on. Right? Why did you think you had to cut off a finger? You know what the investigation they have to do? Not the Heero, you're right. That's how you know these people are just uneducated swine, even when it comes to doing criminal activities. Do you understand the investigation that is done when they find a human body part in food, right? You didn't think that they would do everything in their power to find out where that thing comes. They would shut down the plant, but they know exactly where packaged food comes from, especially if it's like fast food.
Yeah.
Like, it would be just better to just fake a slip and fall, right? That would be your play.
Yeah, because it's extremely hard to diagnose back injuries.
No, like, I'm talking about literally somebody came in for a lung transplant, got the lung transplant, saw the bill and was like, I'll be back for the second part of the surgery. We're like, we know you can't pay for the second half of the surgery, but we have to advise against you leaving the hospital. Don't worry, I got this. In 7 hours, she was back in an emergency room, coming off of an ambulance truck, and they were saying, this is your patient from earlier. And as she was being offloaded, she winked and gave me a head nod and then said, oh, my back. And I was like, because I knew she had to have scammed her way through it. And sure enough, all her bills were paid for, no questions asked. I got a bonus. I didn't even do the second surgery.
Hold on.
Yeah, so like,
yeah, I'm with you on that.
They would have to deep fry that pinky to make it look legit, right? So the pinky would be frozen.
They would have to put it in butter.
Right.
Yes, they would have to deep fry it. So like, that was the plan was fully fraud. You can't just throw a frozen pinky in a basket of already pre-made fry. That's clearly obvious.
But wait,
like,
but
so
wait,
what
but
you
wait.
thought you. Hmm?
But as Yak said, then you got to go to court and be like, yeah, I'm suing because I ate a finger and
the look on that dude's face tells me all he did was wrap a shirt around that damn hand. So imagine you got the shakes because you literally blood sugar's so damn low. So you come in, yeah, I got low iron. It's cold in here. Y'all turn the heat up. Y'all got a table, preferably one at the counter with a homegirl over there. All right, come on, get the order. I'm hungry as hell. I eat my finger. I am. Like he's literally sitting there chewing on his finger. He goes, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what happened? This chicken had a finger in it. Oh my God, what is wrong with your hand? Oh, I'm missing a finger." And the question is gonna become, was he so hungry that he literally bit his hand in the process of trying to eat our chicken fingers and severed a hand? Like, that's more believable than actually what's going on.
Hey, that's a good
Ain't
commercial.
no way that's believable, dog.
That's a good viral video.
It would take for you to just, while eating a chicken finger, to bite.
It's 3 pounds of pressure. People have bitten off cartilage and nose. Clean? 3 pounds of pressure. You got your canines. We're capable of it.
Hey, y'all saw the picture. He looks like he could do it.
No, he could definitely do it.
He looked crazy enough. He's crazy enough to do it. He's definitely crazy enough to do it.
Look at how he took his arrested photo.
Let me bring up the photo.
Crazy enough. He has his craziness has extra dipping sauce in it. I mean, look at that. His teeth are so damn clean, it's hard to believe.
Also, I think we're bearing the lead, right? Because Heero kind of addressed it. With a rack like that, she's only working at Raising Cane's, right? She couldn't even work at Hooters, right?
She could work at Fox Sports.
Joy Taylor.
You see what I did?
Bro, you beat me to the joke. I was saying Joy Taylor got to the top with a rack like that, right? You beat me to the joke.
My bad. Moderator ain't moderating.
No, that was good. That is good. That was good. Yeah, that is good. Beat it to the joke. Seriously. Yeah, no, she deserves it. I mean, come on now. Like, just at Raising Cane's, you can't even strip.
But hold on. She convinced this dude to cut his finger off.
Yeah, she could convince
you
you to do a lot of things. Look at her.
Look at him. Look at him and look at that rack. Yeah. Of course, he got convinced to do some dumbass shit like that.
All right. Thinking. All right. Last topic of the night. Let's go. For $10 million, would you accept a check for $10 million, but for the rest of your life, every pit bull, Rottweiler, German Shepard, or Doberman that sees you will immediately try to kill you?
Run me my money. I can just avoid being around black people.
Damn.
Because most of the black people, because black people be having mostly pit bulls, right? I don't be hanging around people with dogs.
Run me my money.
It's not like I don't like
I'll go live in Nigeria where none of those breeds ever exist.
I'll just go to China. If you know, you know.
Hey, I hope John Wick. You can have this victory. I don't care, but I hope John Wick comes and finds you. I hope he finds you and shows you no mercy.
I won't have that problem at all. So Heero being Nigeria, you know what I mean? I love the Great Walls. One of my favorite wonders of the world I've seen. You know what I mean? Tiananmen Square. A lot of things have happened in China, except for dogs.
The thing that makes this so easy is just like, not only could I do this, I could also live in the hood. Put me in Texas. Yeah, come within a city block of me. Like quick draw McGraw. I'm gonna hear you coming, and it's over. So it's like, if anything, it would be more of a challenge, and it'd be more of a challenge to avoid killing them. And I'm of the mindset where I'm like, I take a few of them out with my bare hands. $10 million. I can specialize in training. Fuck.
All right, let's add this caveat here. Go ahead.
This dog is going to attack you. You think your best option is to cuddle the dog?
Yeah, rear naked choke. A rear naked choke.
No, not you. No. I'm reading the chat. Not you. I'm reading the chat. She was like, I'd rather love, like, so. In this case, I'm taking the buddy. Cuddling the dog is not an option, right? So the only option I have is
they're bloodlusted. It's not an option. Facts. They're bloodlusted.
Okay, so here's the caveat, right?
You love dogs more than $10 million?
You have to live no more than 20 miles from where you live now. Can you take this money?
I could live right where I am right now, and I
100%.
have a dude that has a German Shepherd next door. I will. Here's $1 million. Move away.
I think everybody taking it. I'm taking it. Give me the money.
I bet he takes 70,000. I bet if I put 50,000, say you're gonna get rid of that dog, right? You can put that dog in a pound right now, right? You're gonna get yourself a Chihuahua, right? A little Chihuahua. You're gonna love that little Chihuahua. Because what do you say?
It's not. It's just a certain breed of dog. Oh,
it's not all dogs. Little golden lab. You know what I mean? You can get yourself a little labradoodle. That's cool with me, right? You just not having one of these 3 dogs. That's for sure. That you do not have one of those, right? Like that's what's not gonna happen, Russ. You know what I mean? I'm from a country where you're about to get robbed. $10 million.
I'm buying the block, and I own all the houses now. Everybody move out.
And no dogs allowed. No type of dog.
On my block.
No dog, no cat. Guess what? It's Chinatown.
I stopped because I saw the path he was walking, and I didn't want to be visited by John Wick. So no, I'm not going.
I'm sorry. Oh, that was cruel.
Oh, man. All right. I see there'll be no filibustering tonight, so we're going to go ahead and say thank you. I appreciate you all being here. It's been a very fun show. Shake, 44 points. Please address your audience.
Well, should I won? No, like dead ass. Well, I wasn't expecting it.
You're 1 of 10. Enjoy it.
See, dead ass was not expecting. I knew today was gonna be a good show. We started out really good today. You know what I mean? Caught me off by surprise. Psych! I knew I did. I was keeping track of the points the whole time. 2025 is gonna be new year, same old exact version of me, right? Just a more distilled version of me. Because I know y'all love me, and I love me some me. So don't expect me to change. I'm not changing for shit. Right? Just read them and weep, drink it in. No pause. Right?
So P. Diddy and Baby Oil all year, huh? No Diddy.
Yeah, that's
well, you went that. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I mean?
I did want to take a second to kind of just be like, I hope everyone had a chance to reset. I think we're all too old to be over here dedicating a segment of our life towards self-improvement. It's a lifelong journey, hopefully, that you realize. Whatever it is, it could be small, it could be big, but it's just always constant evolving. But more importantly, as we get back into the swing of things, we've been gone for 2 weeks. If you could please share, send this to somebody. Word of mouth is the greatest form of transit, and just you know somebody that would enjoy this as much as you enjoy it. So send it to those people and help get our algorithm better. This year should be a year of growth for our channel and trying to pierce that veil. We're 3 relatively semi-toxic individuals, but I mean, I feel like we're doing a lot better than some people who have microphones in front of them. I mean, Shake has Vaseline on his camera. Icon's forehead's glowing. What more could you ask for? Help us out here. Come on.